NCAA basketball for Saturday, November 26th. We just have 2 games on the card today. For our totals now, there's a lot of course, NCAA football action out there. A lot of rivalry games, really good matchups. Be sure to check out SBR for all the numbers, the odds, sportsbook reviews, the bonuses, things of that nature. Also, all the articles and videos. Football's going to be a great day. A couple good matchups in college basketball. None of the games we're covering. We're covering Penn State, George Washington, and Charlotte Davidson. But you got some good games still out there. You know, you got Syracuse taking on South Carolina, Northern Iowa, Xavier. What else is out there? Virginia is playing Providence. That's going to be a good game. Virginia's been fantastic this year. But we're going to look at these 2 games right here because I think we got some value on them. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We got Penn State. They're traveling to take on George Washington. Now, George Washington, they lost a lot of their players, but they do return Tyler Kavanaugh. Pretty good recruiting class, and they're more of a defensive-minded team. And right now the total's at 143.5. I think it's going to stay under the total of 143.5. Penn State, they want to go a little bit faster this year. The coach has been quoted as saying that. But at the end of the day, the way they match up with George Washington, I don't think they're going to be able to score a lot. And I think George Washington's going to control the tempo. On top of that, GW is coming off of 2 losses to Georgia and then to University of Alabama Birmingham. And I think they're just going to play some good defense tonight. That's at least what I anticipate. And so look for GW to go ahead, control the tempo, keep Penn State to a reasonable number, and to stay under this 143.5. Right now we got Penn State averaging 73 points per game. George Washington, they're averaging 72. Defensively, George Washington's allowing just under 70, and Penn State is averaging about 74 points per game. But again, this is at George Washington. They could struggle to score a little bit. You got a GW team. They're allowing opponents to shoot just over 41% from the floor. That's really good. And then you got a George Washington team right now. They're not shooting the ball particularly well, just over 41% from the floor. Now, Penn State, they're not shooting the ball that great either, just 42% from the floor. Now, defensively, Penn State hasn't been that great because they're trying to go a little bit more up-tempo. But overall, the way the statistics look like is that this is not going to get up and down. I just do not see that happening. Penn State, they do shoot the 3 particularly well, just over 34%, but they're not getting up a ton of attempts. It's just 22 per contest. George Washington's about the same, but they're only knocking down about 6 per game. So, I just don't see this getting up and down. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a grind out. 2 pretty athletic teams, but I don't think it's going to be really fast paced. So I'm going to take under the total here with George Washington and Penn State. Next one up, we got Charlotte and Davidson. 163 set by odds makers. I'm going over the total. I think this is going to be really, really fast. I really like Bob McKillop of Davidson. They got 2 good guards back, and they love to run, and so does Charlotte. So I think this is going to get up and down all night. Let me adjust my papers here. Right now, Charlotte, they've been going, just full tilt. They're averaging 93 points per game. They did have an overtime affair. Davidson, they're averaging 75.5. Davidson averaging allowing over 71 points. Right at 71 points per game. Charlotte, they're allowing 89 points per game. Now, this game is at Davidson. I think Davidson's going to go nuts tonight. What I like about this game most of all is both these teams just love to shoot the 3. And Charlotte can shoot the 3. So can Davidson. Right now, Charlotte, they're averaging 30 attempts. Davidson. Sorry about that. Davidson's averaging 30 attempts from the floor, and they're knocking down over 9. That's a lot. They really love to shoot the 3. They have a really nice offense, really good offensive sets. But then you got Charlotte. They're attempting just over 22 per game, but they're knocking down almost 12 per game. They're ranked 6th in the country. They're ranked 6th in the country in 3-pointers made per game. They're going to shoot it as well. Good shooting statistics from Charlotte. They're averaging 47% for the floor. Davidson pretty good defensively, allowing just 40%. So that a little bit cause for concern, but I just think the way the pace is going to go, they're just going to get up and down. Davidson, they're shooting 43% for the floor. Charlotte's allowing opponents to shoot over 51%. Davidson's going to go absolutely nuts tonight. I think they're going to score a ton. Then we go back to Charlotte. They're the number 1 team in the country right now in 3-point shooting percentage, on top of the fact that they're 6th in 3-pointers made per game. Now, can Davidson defend the 3? Not bad, about 31%. They 31% in defensive percentage from distance. So that's not bad. But the way the pace is at right now, you got Charlotte, they're getting up 69 per game. Davidson, they allow almost 62 per game. That's pretty good. Davidson, very efficient, getting up 58 attempts. But again, Charlotte allowing so much tempo, over 63. So really, I think that's going to get up and down. This is a huge total, 163, but I think we're going to see these guys score a lot. I think Davidson's going to score around 90. And Charlotte's going to go ahead and run right with them. So it's a pretty good Charlotte team. If they, at the end of the day, they got to knock down their shots. They're definitely going to get up enough attempts. So I am predicting that they will knock down their shots in what should be a really fun game to watch. All right, those are our two NCAA college basketball picks. Well, NCAA basketball picks. We already know it's college. Again, quick recap. We got Penn State, George Washington under the 143.5. Charlotte Davidson over the 163. I wish you luck on all your plays today. Be sure to check out SBR. And a lot of good action there today. Be sure to keep up with all our segments. Check out our NBA segment. And again, I wish you luck.